season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Chargers 7, Packers 0.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, Eckler. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's Herbert. He'll give this to Eckler. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He's got it. It's Spiller. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Packers 7.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Herbert now. Being chased out left. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. The Packers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. $8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Hey, take 26. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And then we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That's out wide for Palmer. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A jet sweep, Dobbs.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Jones. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it was just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 1 yard is the gain, and that'll be good for a Charger first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Once more, here's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And the tight end goes in motion left. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 37-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. The job one to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Herbert.
Just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To throw is Rodgers.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. He's got a man complete. 20, 10. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
A legend.
makes you step back and really takes.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So a win here for the Packers. We've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for the Packers, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team.